The apprehension about the immense power we now wield haunts me. By our very nature and original purpose, the Vanjikis were never meant to assume leadership roles. Our duty was to manage conflicts within our individual timelines and then vanish with the dawn. Yet, circumstances forced us to consolidate such power, a scale we were never intended to control. Nowadays, it's rare to find a Vanjik operating solo. I'd estimate that 90% have formed coalitions. The remaining are either rogues intent on causing harm or lone wolves wary of overreach. This overreach is what truly terrifies me. I grasp the necessity of our actions. I even participated in the recent war, but governance was never our intended path. We were not supposed to conquer the multiverse, yet we did just that. We liberated a nation, but the cost weighs heavily on me. Despite our belief in humanity's inherent superiority, the Vanjikis were guardians of the natural order within our respective timelines. However, our actions diverged drastically from this principle. We invaded, and I played a role in displacing the dominant species of that timeline. Although we fight for humanity, our efforts have sown further division instead of unity. Those vampires, despite their cruelty, were still an offshoot of mankind. We assumed they would relent like all others. We arrived, championed humanity's greatest achievements, both noble and nefarious, and instilled fear in the nightmares. But these offshoots of humanity never ceased their resistance. Even after deploying an atomic bomb, a pinnacle of human warfare, they continued their assault, firmly believing the world was theirs. These beings, monstrous and savage, were still a part of humanity. I do not pity the creatures we vanquished, but the world that remains in turmoil. We did not bring the peace we sought. I reflect on simpler times when I was just an armed orphan. I remember the countless attempts to thwart the man behind the carnage, only for the world to crumble in the war against the imposter, the very one I eliminated. I couldn't have envisioned my 12-year-old self doing what I've done now. That boy might have deemed it wrong, or perhaps he would have simply loaded his gun and faced the challenge head-on. I'll never know. History's trends repeat across all our timelines. We've witnessed recurring civil and world wars, driven by governments seeking advantage. We can't ignore our own desire for dominance. Even the greatest nations succumb to the inevitability of manifest destiny, ensuring someone always suffers. The Vanjikis have undeniably tread this path. I'm not here to dissuade anyone from caring about the multiverse. My warning is that a day will come when we are no longer the heroes. There is a finite number of monsters we can defeat and worlds we can alter before we become the very machine we sought to destroy. For now, we wait. No battles on the horizon, just an uneasy peace and the looming threat of the imposter's next move. Somehow, I know his next strike is imminent. We just haven't seen its effects yet. Our current state of uneasy peace leaves us with ample time for reflection and preparation. The battles may have ceased for now, but the underlying tensions remain. The imposter's next move is shrouded in uncertainty, and the quietness of this moment feels more like the calm before a storm. As Vanjikis, our history is one of relentless struggle. We've faced countless adversaries, from rogue entities within our timelines to the monstrous beings that transcend them. Each battle has shaped us, forging a brotherhood bound by blood, duty, and a shared burden of responsibility. However, this constant warfare has taken its toll on us. The psychological impact of our actions weighs heavily. We were designed to be custodians, not conquerors. Our original mission was to correct deviations within our timelines, ensuring the natural order prevailed. But the shift towards multiversal governance has blurred our purpose. The power we wield now is intoxicating but also corrupting. It's a double-edged sword that can protect or destroy with equal ease. The consolidation of Vanjakis into organized factions has its benefits and pitfalls. On one hand, it has made us more efficient and formidable. On the other, it has created a bureaucracy and a power structure that many of us find stifling. The lone wolves and rogues among us serve as a reminder of our true nature, independent agents of balance, not enforcers of a multiversal regime. The ethical implications of our actions are another point of concern. We have interfered in countless worlds, often making decisions that have far-reaching consequences. The liberation of a nation might seem noble, but at what cost? The displacement of native species, the cultural upheaval, and the environmental impact are factors we must consider. Our interventions, while well-intentioned, often create as many problems as they solve. Moreover, the ideological divide within our ranks is growing. Some Vanjakis believe in aggressive expansion and consolidation of power, while others advocate for a return to our roots, discreetly managing our timelines and avoiding interference in others. This schism threatens to fracture our unity, making us vulnerable to external threats like the imposter. The imposter, an ever-present threat, embodies everything we fear becoming. His actions are a distorted reflection of our own, pushing us to question our morality and the righteousness of our cause. He exploits our weaknesses, sowing doubt and discord among us. His existence is a testament to the dangers of unrestrained power and unchecked ambition. As we await his next move, we must also look inward. The future of the Vanjakis hinges not just on defeating external enemies but on addressing the internal conflicts that threaten to tear us apart. We need to redefine our purpose, balance our power with responsibility, and ensure that we do not lose sight of our original mission. In this period of respite, we have the opportunity to rebuild and reinforce our principles. Training and preparation for the battles to come are essential, but so is introspection and ideological clarity. We must decide what kind of Vanjakis we want to be, guardians of the natural order or rulers of a fractured multiverse. The younger generation of Vanjakis, those who have not yet been tainted by the corrupting influence of power, offer a glimmer of hope. Their idealism and untainted perspectives are vital. They remind us of our original mission and the values we were meant to uphold. We must mentor them, ensuring they do not repeat our mistakes. As I stand at this crossroads, I cannot help but reminisce about the simpler times. The days when my only concern was survival, when the weight of the multiverse did not rest on my shoulders. I think of the allies I have lost and the battles we have fought. Each scar tells a story, a reminder of the price we have paid. Yet, despite the burdens and the darkness that surrounds us, I remain hopeful. The Vanjakis have always risen to the occasion, adapting and overcoming. We have faced annihilation before and emerged stronger. This time will be no different, but we must be wiser. The imposter may have made his next move, and when it reveals itself, we will be ready. For now, I will continue to prepare, to train, and to reflect. The path ahead is uncertain, but I am confident that together, we can navigate it. The Vanjakis were never meant to lead, but perhaps it is our destiny to guide. Not as rulers, but as guardians, protectors of the multiverse and the natural order within it. The complexities we face go beyond mere battles and ideological conflicts. The very fabric of the multiverse is intricate, with countless timelines intersecting and diverging in ways we are only beginning to understand. The multiverse is a vast and bewildering place, filled with wonders and horrors beyond comprehension. Each timeline is a tapestry woven with threads of destiny, choice, and chance. As Vanjakis, we stand as both weavers and guardians of these tapestries, ensuring that the patterns they form remain coherent and balanced. Our exploration of the multiverse has revealed not only the diversity of existence but also the commonalities that bind all sentient beings. Despite the myriad differences in cultures, technologies, and biological forms, certain themes recur: the pursuit of knowledge, the struggle for survival, the quest for meaning, and the desire for connection. These universal drives shape the multiverse and provide us with a framework to understand and navigate its complexities. One of the most profound realizations we have come to is the interconnectedness of all things. Actions taken in one timeline can ripple across others, creating unforeseen consequences. This butterfly effect requires us to be meticulous and considerate in our interventions. We cannot afford to be reckless, as the stakes are too high. In our travels, we have encountered civilizations that have reached astonishing heights of progress and others that have succumbed to their basest instincts. Some timelines are utopias, where peace and prosperity prevail, while others are dystopian nightmares, plagued by war and suffering. Each provides valuable lessons and stark reminders of what we strive to achieve and what we must avoid. Technology plays a crucial role in our operations. Our advanced systems allow us to monitor and navigate the multiverse, predict potential threats, and devise strategies to maintain balance. However, technology is a double-edged sword. It can be a force for good or a harbinger of destruction, depending on how it is wielded. We must remain vigilant, ensuring that our tools serve our mission and do not become instruments of oppression. Another vital aspect of our existence is the diverse array of beings we encounter. Allies and adversaries come in many forms, some familiar, others alien. We have forged alliances with entities whose goals align with ours, learning from their unique perspectives and abilities. Conversely, we have also faced foes who challenge our principles and test our resolve. Magic and mysticism are other elements that add layers of complexity to the multiverse. In some timelines, arcane forces are as real and tangible as the laws of physics. Understanding and harnessing these forces require us to blend science and sorcery, logic and intuition. This fusion is not without its challenges, but it opens up new avenues for problem solving and innovation. Our journey through the multiverse is also a journey of self-discovery. Each timeline we visit, each challenge we face, reveals more about who we are and what we are capable of. The experiences we accumulate shape our identities and our understanding of our place in the grand scheme of things. We are not just passive observers or enforcers, we are active participants in the ongoing creation and maintenance of reality. The ethics of our interventions are a constant source of debate among us. Some argue that we should adopt a hands-off approach, allowing timelines to evolve naturally without our interference. Others believe that our power obligates us to step in and correct injustices, prevent catastrophes, and guide civilizations towards better futures. This philosophical divide is one of our greatest internal challenges, and finding a balance is crucial. In the midst of these grand considerations, we must not forget the personal aspect of our journey. Each Vanjik has their own story, their own struggles and triumphs. Our individual experiences, memories, and relationships are what ground us and give meaning to our mission. We are not just faceless agents of the multiverse, we are individuals with hopes, fears, and dreams. The bonds we form with one another are our greatest strength. The camaraderie and trust that develop through shared hardships and victories create a support network that sustains us. We are a family, not by blood, but by choice and by the trials we have endured together. This solidarity is what will see us through the darkest times.